Today's horoscope, Capricorn August 29th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. After over 3 weeks of retrograde movement, Mercury turns direct today, and you're likely to see some forward motion in recent endeavors that have stalled. In the week ahead, you're in good shape for negotiating about money or time sharing, and later, travel, educational, and publishing matters thrive as plans come together. As the transition occurs today, there can be some misunderstandings. A Venus-Neptune opposition, also happening today, compounds the problem. This transit can seem to sap you of energy. If a dream seems less realizable, you may need time to regroup. Try not to invest too much of yourself into one hope, dream, or idea today, and work on being conservative with your expectations, particularly along social, financial, and romantic lines. There may be some confusing or mixed signals in your communications temporarily. Avoid acting on ambiguous feelings. Mental Mercury is awakening as of today. He has been moving back and forth through your solar house of intimacy and sexuality and remains here until September 9th, 2024. Because of this, you'll likely be very focused on negotiating where you stand in your relationships. Some of you may even be plotting how to unite wealth, assets, or investments in the weeks ahead. However, if you're not on the same page with a partner, such as not having your needs emotionally, intimately, financially, or intellectually fulfilled, the period ahead is giving you a chance to air out your grievances before making any rash decisions. The best news is that delays and confusion will start to fade in the rearview mirror. Move on. Over the last few weeks, you could have faced your fears head-on. You might have worried about your financial future or where your professional journey is leading. Luckily, you should feel clearer and more confident when Venus in Virgo opposes Neptune retrograde in Pisces and Mercury stations direct in Leo. The change in cosmic energy will turn everything around. You may not be as afraid about what is to come. You could also be more prepared, especially if you are investing in your future in new professional advantageous avenues. Today's planetary aspect is splendid for creativity. So, consider creating a promise to yourself. First, take a look at what you can do to promote your own well-being, then determine your goals and forge the commitment to abide by them. Bearing in mind that your health practices are for your benefit and of your choosing, you should feel optimistic and hopeful. Check in with yourself and note any doubts or fears. If you don't feel comfortable with your goals, you may want to lighten up. Magnified emotions are in store for you. Today's vibrations are forecasting a favorable hand to make things go the way you want concerning your projects or perhaps realizing an affair. You will have control of your professional universe and know how to get influential people on your side to help you get to your goal. In sum, you will be on cloud 9 today, so take advantage of it. In the middle of the work week, the moon spends its final hours in your work sector aligning with Mars one last time before the warrior planet departs next week. An alignment with Jupiter yesterday highlighted a long-term perspective, but today's alignment with Mars amplifies a sense of urgency and helps you channel his warrior and competitive spirit to drive efforts toward accomplishing tasks. While Mars remains, the moon will move into your relationship sector by day's end, offering an opportunity to become more emotionally engaged ahead of his return next week. At the same time that a friendly aspect between Venus and Uranus is making the final days of the planet of love's mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together some of the best, the moon returns for its monthly visit to your relationship sector. While only the ordinary chance that you get every 4 weeks to check in, ahead of Mars' return next week, this is a chance for your relationships to benefit from the magic that is in the air today. Daily Planetary Overview. Where do you draw the line in the sand? Today is all about setting clear and concise boundaries in your relationships, as Venus in Virgo opposes Neptune retrograde in Pisces. This cosmic alignment encourages you to be honest and direct about your needs and expectations. Think of this moment as an opportunity to reclaim your voice and set the record straight. Whether it's in your personal life, work environment, or even with friends, now is the time to communicate your perspective with clarity and confidence. Luckily, with Mercury stationing direct in Leo, you'll find that expressing yourself comes more easily than usual. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew what you wanted to say, but the words just didn't come out right? Today, the universe has your back. You'll be able to articulate your thoughts clearly and in a way that resonates with those around you. So, don't hold back, speak up and let others know where you stand. It's important to remember that setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about creating healthy spaces in your relationships where mutual respect and understanding can flourish. When you communicate openly, you give others the chance to understand you better, and in turn, this strengthens your connections. Have you ever noticed how a difficult conversation can sometimes bring you closer to someone? That's the kind of growth that boundary setting can create. Today, as you navigate these conversations, trust your instincts. Rely on your sound common sense and intuitive guidance to make decisions that are right for you. You're in control, and you know what's best for your well-being. Sometimes, when we dig deep into the details of a situation, we find that the facts and figures don't tell the whole story. This is where your gut instinct comes in. It will guide you to make choices that align with your true self. Even though you may feel extra sensitive today, don't let that stop you from speaking your truth. Sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's a strength. It allows you to approach conversations with empathy and emotional sincerity, something that others, especially the women in your life, will deeply appreciate. Have you ever found that your ability to listen and understand makes people feel more comfortable opening up to you? Today, that emotional intelligence will help you positively influence the discussions you have. At the same time, be mindful of your own emotional needs. If you're feeling overwhelmed, remember to take care of yourself. Pay attention to any physical warning signals your body might be sending you. Stress can sneak up on us, and it's important to find balance before it becomes too much. Have you ever been tempted by distractions like that irresistible slice of cake or the shiny new item in the shop window? Today, indulgences may seem especially hard to resist, but try to exercise a little self-control. While it's okay to treat yourself, don't let momentary pleasures lead to regrets later on. This period of introspection may bring some inconsistencies to the surface, and that's okay. We all have moments where our emotions influence our actions more than we expect. You might even surprise yourself with how differently you're behaving today, and others might take notice too. Use this as an opportunity to show the people closest to you a new side of your personality. Have you ever had a day where you felt more bold or daring than usual, and it caught people off guard? Embrace that side of you. It's all part of your unique journey. However, be cautious not to let your emotional mood lead to unnecessary conflicts. If you find yourself engaging in a bit of verbal sparring, try to keep it light. Sometimes, when we flex our mental muscles and provoke others, they take it as a challenge and retaliate just as forcefully. Remember, there's no need to turn a friendly debate into a personal attack. Have you ever walked away from an argument only to regret the things you said in the heat of the moment? Avoid that by recognizing when it's time to step back and cool down. There's power in knowing when to pause and choose peace over proving a point. So, as you go through the day, embrace the opportunity to set boundaries, nurture your relationships, and protect your energy. How are you planning to take charge of your needs today? What conversations are you ready to have to create more balance and harmony in your life? Let's share our experiences and support each other on this journey of growth and self-care. Remember, you're not alone. We're all learning to navigate the art of setting boundaries together.